Hey, Magic fans, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG. And guess what? We've got more leaks. They just keep on coming. We got five more. I think the count's up to 64 now. Maybe a little higher. Heck, I forgot to even look. But we've got five good ones. And amazingly, all these leaks have been rares and rares only. Sus. Very sus. But anyway. So before we get looking at them, don't forget subscribe to the channel. Trying to get to 1,000 peeps. Thank you for those who already have. And let's take a look at what new Phyrexia is bringing us with some more rares. So the very first card we have to spoil is, of course, Razorverse Thicket. No surprise here. We know this land cycle has been put into standard. It's what we call the fast lands. It comes into play untapped. We had this cycle come in of the other colors earlier in standard, and now we have this one. These were originally came out. The other fast lands came out during the Innistrad block for Midnight and I think it was Midnight Hunt and Crimson Vows era. So now we're getting the other ones, and that's pretty cool because they're going to be all in the same set. It's pretty crazy. So expect to see more of these as we move forward. Got to mention art's okay. Like to see something a little different, but hey, it is what it is. Get the cool lands. Alright, so first new card, we have the Filigree Silex. That is a 2 colorless legendary artifact. Rare. You tap it, put an oil counter on the Silex. You can sacrifice the Silex by tapping it. Destroy each non-land permanent with mana value equal to the number of oil counters on the Silex. And you can tap to remove 10 oil counters from among permanents you control and sacrifice the Silex, and it deals 10 damage to any target. That's crazy. If this thing stays in play long enough, you can just sacrifice the Silex and just blast somebody or something for 10. The cool thing about this is we used to have this. We had almost the exact same card called Ratchet Bomb, and it saw a lot of play because it was colorless, it destroyed. You could choose what you destroyed with it. And this one kind of has an extra ability, so this is kind of like a better Ratchet Bomb, so I definitely expect this to see play. So, moving on, next we have, I know it's hard to see, but it does say this is Azuri, Stalker of Spheres. If you remember, spheres are what the lands are called, or some of the special land cycle, the land cards. Blue, green, and 2 for a 3/3, not terrible. Say Phyrexian Elf Warrior, so Azuri is a Phyrexian now. When Azuri, Stalker of Spheres, enters the battlefield, you may pay 3 colorless. If you do, you proliferate twice. That seems really good. However, 7 mana is probably a lot, but in draft or limited, probably not. And proliferating twice could be huge. If all else fails, 4 mana for a 3/3 is fine, especially when it says whenever you proliferate, draw a card. This late game for 7 mana will give you a 3/3 and let you draw 2 cards. It says proliferate twice. And you don't have to proliferate something. You just got to trigger it, I'm pretty sure. Which means for 7 mana, you get a 3/3 and draw twice. And if you have other things in your deck that's going to help you proliferate, this thing is a must play. This is going to slide right into proliferate decks in Commander. It's probably going to have some kind of weird home in Standard. 4 mana does seem like a lot, but let's be honest, this is not too much to ask for. We got great land cycles. This is easily a splash in a 3-color deck. All right, moving right along. Next we have Skrelv, the Defector Might. Very interesting legendary artifact creature, Phyrexian Might. Toxic 1. So for those of you who don't know what Toxic does yet, whenever it deals damage to a player, they also get a poison counter and the damage, so better than Infect actually. Well, kind of depends what you're doing with it because it's Toxic 1 no matter how big the creature is. But it can't block for a white or Phyrexian white mana. You can tap, choose a color. Another target creature you control gains Toxic 1 and Hexproof from that color until the end of turn. It can't be blocked by creatures of that color this turn. This is definitely something that's going to go straight into the Infect deck. If you guys don't remember, Infect had a blue-green-white variant where it was playing I forget what the card is, but it's the 1 white, 1/2, not Mother of Ruin. It's Mother of Ruin's little sister, basically. The only drawback to this, you can only have one of these in play. The other card the Mother of Runes, and or the other card that's a 1/2 is not legendary, so you can play multiples. So this is probably just a 1 of, maybe a 2 of, but it is still amazing. And if you kind of looked at it, and it says Defector Might, it kind of makes you wonder, is this going to be uh, a creature that's going to be on the side of the rebels? Because it says Defector. So very interesting for the storyline as well. Can't wait to see. All right, so we got 3 so far. We got 2 more left. Let's take a look. Our next one is Galissa Sun Slayer. Very interesting. So black, green, and 1 for a 3/3. Zombie Phyrexian Zombie Elf. First strike and death touch. That's amazing already. And when it deals combat damage to a player, you get to choose one. You can draw a card and lose a life, destroy an enchantment, or remove up to 3 counters from a permanent. This is amazing. This is going to make mono black, black, green. Because you play this, you play Gix. Gix gives the ability to everything. This has the ability on it. Plus, the ability to destroy enchantments when it hits your opponent's amazing. And removing counters is amazing as well. Not only can you remove the oil counters, proliferate counters, but it's a counter. You can remove 3 counters from a permanent, meaning you can punch your opponent in the face, remove counters from their planeswalker, and kill their planeswalkers that way. You don't have to attack the planeswalker. This is very similar, but probably more playable than the old QB, Questing Beast. Where if you punched your opponent in the face, it dealt damage to planeswalkers. The only drawback to this is it can be blocked by 1/1s. But at first strike and death touch, it's got to be blocked by 6 1/1s to kill it, because you're going to first strike 3 of them dead. This is an amazing card. I definitely think this is going to turn mono black into a mono black splash green just for this card alone. And with that being said, there's going to be some other stuff that's going to be flying in there too, because this card is too good not to play. And if you're already in black, you've already got the powerhouse color. So, yeah, I think this will definitely shake up the format. All right. With that said, we got one more card to look at. The last card. Whoop, lied to you. It's Galissa. No, I'm just joking, guys. That is all the cards. This thing is amazing. I don't know what else to say about it. What we're seeing so far is amazing. It definitely looks like Standard's going to be inundated with several toxic decks that are pure toxic. Toxic has a splash effect. There'll be regular damage decks too, like this one, I think. Mono white's going to be big. I mean, there's a lot of things going on right now that's going to make Standard a whole different bag of noodles once this set comes out. And man, I cannot wait. So with that said, for those of you who stayed to the end, I got some extra information for you. I checked my shipping status. My Dominaria Remastered has been shipped to me. So, it's due to show up on the 12th, which is, today's the 9th, today's the 9th, so 9, 10, 11, 12, so that's like Thursday or Friday, something like that. Let me get the old calculator out here. Where's my calendar? So 12th is a Thursday. So on Thursday, I suspect that they'll come in and I'll get to start opening. I have at least 6 draft boosters to open. My collector boosters are coming from a different source. I hope they show up relatively in the same timeline. I'm going to have to go forgot to check the shipping on those. Because if they show up, I do have 2 collector boosters I want to open as well. So really excited. Cannot wait. It's going to be fun. Dominaria Remastered looks amazing. Also, if you haven't looked yet, just to kind of give you guys the what's up. People thought Remastered was going to be bad. Guess what? It's not. It's almost released, and the price on draft boxes are going up from demand. So if you can find them somewhere still for $169, that's probably your best bet. Because everywhere else is $180 and up, and I don't think that's going to change. There's just too much good stuff in this set, and people cracking the packs are really excited. Everybody loves this product. This is an amazing product. We'll get into that a little more later, probably with the next video. But with all that said, thanks a lot for watching, guys. Don't forget to support the channel. You can do that by just subscribing or checking out links in the description to the eBay store and Patreon. So until next time, be kind. And as always, I hope to see you across from the game table.